What's up, Wings fans? Welcome to another edition of the Forecheck, live from right here at Little Caesars Arena. I'm Daniella Bruce and joined by Ken Kal as always. Ken, we're coming off an exciting win on Friday night over New Jersey.
Yeah, it certainly was a great shutout victory and great goaltending too from Bernier and Howard. Bernier played the first two periods. Jimmy closed it up with 7 saves and just a really good effort by the entire team. Great
overall game. One thing we do have to make note of, we talked a lot about Dylan Larkin on Friday, and rightfully so. He scored his 30th goal in Buffalo on Thursday, got another one on Friday night, and Andreas Athanasiou also joined him. Now they both have 30 goals on the season, and it's been a while since that happened.
Absolutely, it's been a long time, and great for Andreas Athanasiou too. And I guess the question was, who was going to get 30 first? Was it going to be Dylan Larkin or Andreas Athanasiou? Well, it all played out with Larkin and then Athanasiou, but two great guys, and they're the future of the Detroit Red Wings, and it's good to see him hit that 30-goal plateau.
Right, and Dylan Larkin mentioned after he scored that 30th goal that he had set that goal. Most players do. What do you think it means for the future of this organization to have two guys that really are supposed to be doing it?
Well, they're making a step up, and that's exactly what the coaching staff wanted this year and going into the future. And another guy that could do it possibly is Anthony Mantha. It's too bad he's been injured this season. Otherwise, I think he'd be up there too. But you can see the curve trending up now for this young Red Wing team.
Definitely. And another guy that we do have to mention, Tyler Bertuzzi. He's playing very, very well this season. He's got 7 points in the last 3 games, and he's basically got all new career highs in all of the categories.
Last year, the coaching staff wanted him to go and have a great summer, lift some weights, get a little bit stronger, and as you can see, Daniella, it's really paying off. He's got 3-point games in his last 2 games, and how do you not like this guy? He's got the hair flowing from the back of the helmet. He gets in front of the net. He gets under people's skin, and he's a fan favorite here in Detroit, and just a terrific hockey player.
Definitely. It's great to see the guys that, the familiar faces that we've been waiting for, seeing them kind of break through, but we've also had a lot of unfamiliar faces on the ice here at the end of the season, and Carly Johnston has more on them.
Hey guys, 3 home games left here at Little Caesars Arena for the season. There are a lot of new faces around the Red Wings locker room. This morning we caught up with Matt Pumple, Jake Chelios, Madison Bowie, along with Coach Blashill to talk about tonight's game against the Bruins.
Once you get past all the glory of getting your first national game, right when you step on the ice, it is just another game. Luckily, I knew a lot of guys coming into it, and a lot of my teammates for the Griffins are up here too, which makes it a little more comfortable.
I think once you get out there, it's kind of back to basics, what you've done your whole life. So obviously on a bigger stage, so it's been a lot of fun. But growing up about a half hour outside of Windsor, it's been cool to have friends and families be able to come watch too.
I think obviously there's still room for improvement on myself. I think there's definitely hold a pretty high standard, and I think there's definitely a lot more that I can give and get better at. But I think it definitely, as the process is moving forward here, it's definitely going as we planned. And I think it's just been great to kind of play with guys like Nick and Danny, and it makes my job a lot easier, and it makes me a lot more comfortable out there for sure.
I think Madison's done a good job. I think he's gotten better throughout his time so far. I think this is probably the most consistently he's played in a while. That helps guys find a groove and get better generally. I think he's learning and got a better feel for our system. And I just think his confidence is growing, and there's certainly areas we want him to get better at, and I think if he can get better at a few areas, he could be a good, solid player in this league.
Exciting Original Six matchup here at Little Caesars Arena tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Carly. And as she said, we've got an Original Six matchup here tonight. Boston is in town, so let's talk a little Bruins. 3 guys, obviously, you can't ignore. You've got Brad Marchand, David Pastrnak, and Patrice Bergeron, and that's just the top 3 of that Boston team.
Well, they can really light it up. All 3 of them have 30 or more goals, and this is a dangerous team. And right now they're locked in, Daniella, in that second spot in the Atlantic Division. So it looks like they're going to play the Toronto Maple Leafs in the first round of the playoffs. But they're very dangerous up front. Back there on the blue line, very strong. And their goalkeeping with Tuukka Rask and Yaroslav Halak really terrific all season long. Their save percentages have been very good, and they're a tough opponent to play against.
Definitely. It's going to be a tough matchup for the Red Wings tonight. And as I promised, we're going to talk a little bit more draft prospects. We did that in the last episode of the Forecheck. So tonight we're going to start things off with Trevor Z Gus. He is playing at the development team over in Plymouth, U.S. National under 18 team. He shoots left. He's 6 foot, 169 pounds, looking to be a top 10 pick.
Well, the book on him is that he's a slick playmaking center with exceptional hockey sense, Daniella. Very crafty, terrific passer, has a hard but accurate shot, and he's got outstanding agility. Strong skater, very good on faceoffs. That's what you want from a center iceman. He'll play that physical game along the boards as well. And at 5'11" and 169 pounds, still has room to grow, and he's going to be a strong forward one of these days.
And now you're looking at the stats of Alex Turcotte, also on that same team. He also shoots left-handed. He's committed to Wisconsin. I thought that was neat. You know, we got Big Tenor there, right?
He's going to be a Wisconsin Badger right there. Yeah, but he's a powerful center with excellent playmaking abilities as well, and he's got game-changing speed. He can really move fast, agile, wide, powerful stride, and you got to love those players that have that wide, powerful stride. They can cover a lot of ground. Great vision, good passer, thinks the game well, and his dad, Alfie, was also a first-round selection by the Montreal Canadiens in 1983, and that was the same year that Steve Yzerman was drafted.
I want to go back to Z Gus for a second. I have a question for you about him. He's playing center, obviously behind Jack Hughes, who is the projected #1 pick in this year's draft. Do you think that hurts his chances, betters his chances at getting drafted high?
No, I think after the top 3 picks, I think it's anybody's ball game. And I'll tell you what, he's an outstanding player, and a lot of teams love center icemen, and you can't get enough of them. And you have to be strong down the middle, 1 and 2. We've seen it many years here in Detroit with Steve Yzerman and Sergei Fedorov. And if you want to move forward, you got to be strong down the middle, and certainly down the road, he has that ability.
Lots of talent over at that U.S. development program, always, but this year especially seems like there's a lot.
Yeah, and for the fans, just head down to Plymouth, and you can
exactly.
See
so close.
See these young stars play, and you can give a scouting report yourself and watch them perform.
Yeah, there you go. Very exciting. And guys, we want to remind you that Puck Drop is at 7:30 tonight. Get down here. You've only got 3 more games this season right here at Little Caesars Arena. If you can't make it, though, this one will be broadcasted on NBCSN. And, of course, you can listen to it on 97.1 The Ticket with your very own Ken Kal. Thank you so much for being here, Ken. Always a pleasure.
Look forward to the game tonight. Original 6-man.
All right, let's go Red Wings.